Hi, my name is Heavy D, and this is
Big D.
Big D and Heavy D. It's the Double D podcast. So yeah, so we're here now, right? Yeah, so we're talking about the things that was going on in boxing. There's been quite a lot of developments. First off, I think we should just go straight into it. Tyson Fury's been talking a lot of shit.
A lot of smack.
He's talking a lot of shit, isn't he?
Do you know what? Tyson's renowned for his smack talking, you know. So he picked the right guy in Dillian Whyte. So
Yeah.
So it's a good look, man. You know what I mean? They're both smack talkers, and potentially down the road they're gonna get a fight on, you know.
So how do you feel about him? One minute he's blowing hot and cold. 1 minute he's saying that he wants to fight, and then he's saying that he will never fight Dillian Whyte. He's calling him all these derogatory names like Jim Sweeper and all that sort of stuff and all that. How do you feel about that?
Do you know what? I think Dillian gives as good as he gets, and so you know I know he's the right man for that. So those two are probably the biggest smack talkers in boxing. So what you got to look at is this is a man who's probably he's talking a lot of bullshit. He's a fighting man anyway, so he's got a bit of pride, so he's kind of retaliating. But then at the same time, I think he knows he's not going to fight him because he's fighting in America. He's fighting under ESPN, Top Rank and stuff like that. So he knows he can say what he wants, and the reality is they're probably not going to fight anytime soon. So you can talk as much as you want. When the reality is, the business side is not going to work up because of the broadcasters. Dillian's with Sky. He's with ESPN Top Rank. So you know you can talk as much shit, but Dillian is actually means everything he says. What he says is what he means, and he's, you know what I mean. So Tyson's saying it a bit tongue in cheek at times. And you know, and then at the same time he's a fighting man, so he's got a bit of pride. So he's like, listen, you're not gonna mug me up, and he's just saying what he feels, I guess. But
I mean, I've never heard Tyson Fury talk as aggressive like that, saying, "When I see you, it's you know, when I see you, I'm gonna fight you anyway, pussy." No.
I heard him saying it to Anthony Joshua, calling him what is he calling the muscle man, the bodybuilder. You know, I'm gonna clean this. I'm gonna punch you all across the street if I see. You know, like that kind of. That's his little lane, innit? But you know, like, I think maybe he just had enough, and he's because he's saying Dillian was saying that he's a coward, and I think that's probably got under his skin. But listen, it's all tongue in cheek. I don't even look at it. I didn't even really watch it. I saw it and I thought, listen, I know the fight's not going to happen. So you know.
But let's be talk about them when they see each other on site, in the car parks, and all that sort of stuff. They're going to get it on, and blah 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 blah.
You best believe that will happen if they see each other. If he talks any smack, it will go down, and that's a fact. Like I said, you know, he's a traveller, he's a fighting man. He's a fighting man. We're from, you know, we're from in South London, and he's not gonna have any of that shit. No.
So we had the Tyson Fury thing, right? We got the Whyte Rivas fight coming up. That guy is no mug, is he?
No, not at all. Rivas, as you can see,
he's unbeaten.
He's undefeated. He's got 18 knockouts, 26 wins. So, you know, we're gonna find out next week what Rivas is about, man. You know what I mean? He's in great shape. He looks the part. He's coming off a great knockout win over Brian Jennings. So let's see what he brings next week. I believe he's gonna come. He'll bring his best, but I believe Dillian, you know, he'll bring the best out of Dillian. And we're gonna get a great win next week.
But think about it, I mean, like, if you notice it right here, Dillian Whyte's the only man who's been like, it's like he's got the title. It's like he's fighting all these like tough. He'll fight anyone.
Do you know what is? I think.
But you know, all the others, they're going to get easy fights.
Do you know when?
They go for easy fights. That's why I say it.
When you get to that position where these boys are, I think because they've got the belts, they can dictate a little bit, and because they're paying sanctioning fees. The governing bodies, what they look at, they like certain people to be their champions. As you've seen, Deontay Wilder is an example. WBC love him, so they've given him a route to do anything he pleases. You've got Canelo is another one.
Yeah.
He brings a lot of revenue, a lot of business.
So what you're saying is that WBC are protecting these fighters?
Somewhat. I think there's a kinship, a bond with them. So they you know, they've got loyal to their guys, so that's what they do. They're protecting their guys. Look, they've given Canelo a franchise. So you know, when you look at that, there's some form of favoritism.
It's got to be. So, I mean, what's Canelo got? I don't understand what franchise was meant to mean. Like you got shares in the company. What is Canelo got shares in WBC?
I wouldn't be surprised if we came out later down.
Do you know what I mean? It makes you think, doesn't it? It makes you think. You know what I mean? And now I heard that they're going to be giving the Wilder the franchise champion title as well.
Okay, so
and then what's going to happen to the normal? I had the normal title. That's going to be up for grabs.
No, because then what would happen? I'd assume. Yeah. If he is made franchise champion, the belt that Dillian's fighting for next Saturday is the interim world title. He could possibly be upgraded to a full world title,
yeah.
And I think it'd be well deserved. I'm not being funny. I know Eddie Hearn was saying that he doesn't want Dillian to get a belt off the cuff. But listen, when you've been waiting over 600 days, when you fought the guys you fought, when you've given the fans spectacular knockouts, great nights of fun, drinking, partying or whatever at the arena, and great nights, I think he deserves it, and then he can go on and defend against who he chooses to and do it like that, you know? So I don't think there's too much hardship. If they upgrade Wilder to the franchise champion, once we get past Rivas on Saturday, if they was to do that, I wouldn't have no qualms with that, because I believe we deserved the shot from a long time ago. So if he was upgraded, I'd be quite pleased with that and happy with that. And then obviously he'd have to defend the belt against whoever he sees fit. And whoever is mandatory, and whoever, you know, like whoever's in due for the next shot. But you know, we've got to get past Saturday first.
Of course. And can't look beyond that.
We'll look there. So we're not gonna, you know, start overlooking Rivas. And I think he said that a couple of times, that he believes Dillian's overlooking him. I don't think it's that. You know what it is? Dillian doesn't mess about in his training. If you watch his Instagram, I'm a big fan of Dillian. He doesn't mess about. He trains. He lives the life. And obviously, you might be talking, because the little argument with Fury and stuff. I think that might be the misillusion.
Do you not think that's a bit of a distraction? Because like, you got a massive fight against a guy who's undefeated in Rivas. You got Tyson Fury saying these things that, you know, when I see you, I'm gonna fight you, and Don't you think like he's supposed to be in his little concentration, like?
No, 100%, 100%. But what it is, he's not gonna let no one say anything without a response or a comment. He's not gonna let no one get an upper hand by saying stuff.
Of course.
But you know, having spoken to him, he said the same thing to me yesterday, that, you know, that Rivas was saying he was overlooking him. He said he's not got a chance in hell that I'm overlooking him. You know, if that's what you believe, come fight night, you know that you know that that was the wrong thing that you thought. You know what I mean? Well, I know that anyway. I know, but he's just one of those things. If you make a comment, he's going to reply to you, and that's it. He's just not going to let anyone get the upper hand on him in that aspect. So
you know what? Talking about Eddie Hearn, do you not think that Eddie Hearn was always like favouring AJ all this while, and now AJ could be out of the picture? Because it all depends on the rematch, really.
No, 100%.
Do you think that maybe Dillian Whyte's been upgraded as like now top dog in matchroom?
Do you know it's quite weird. It's quite a strange one. Let's go back a little bit. Eddie Hearn has favoured AJ, and I understand it. He's looking at it as a business. But it's funny. He's the cash cow.
It's cash cow. But no, Dillian Whyte can turn to be the cash cow.
No, well, he brings good revenue. So you've got those two of the main two guys.
But he could turn to be the main cash cow.
Potentially,
I mean, if AJ loses the rematch,
he's in a precarious situation. So let's see how it goes. But Eddie Hearn obviously looks after his cash cow, and now he's in like a strange situation, because he's looking at it that AJ needs to win and get those belts back. For me personally, I do want him to win. I hope he goes back to the drawing board, and I hope he looks at the tape and tries to figure out a best way to defeat my man. I think he just needs to kind of box, move, and make it a boring fight, and just get the W. And don't exchange with him, because that's where he came up short in the exchanges. When he kept it long, jab to the body, jab to the head, I saw him double jabbing back.
Basics.
I think he keeps it basic. I think he can win. But once you get in the exchange, and now that he's got that experience of losing, he's got to understand, when you get the person hurt, it's not always about rushing in and throwing all their punches, what he was doing. He needs to be smart and just get the W, because at the end of the day, that guy there, styles makes fights, and that style is a difficult style for him because he slips off to the left and then throws the left hook. So I mean, listen, I just wish him all the best. Wanted to bring the belts back home to the UK. Yeah. And then you know, we could have a good dust up here with domestic fights. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But would you not say? I mean, AJ, would you, if you was overlooking AJ's training and stuff, would you bring someone in like a defensive coach, like who's that guy, Amir Khan's trainer? You know, Virgil Hunter. Bring him into, because a lot of people have been criticising AJ's defence, and they say that you know he only knows how to fight one way. He has got a plan B.
No, 100%. I hear that, but you know,
I mean, obviously, a lot of people say not get rid of his current trainer, not get rid of him, but maybe bring someone in.
Do you know, it's very difficult to change your stance and your style.
And you could add a little bit. Add a little bit.
At such a short notice. Yeah. He's only got a few months, but you're right. I think it's not going to harm him. I don't believe. I can't see it if you got someone else in to help him. Yeah. You know, do some stuff. Yeah. I don't think, and I think maybe he needs to kind of lose a bit of muscle, you know, because I think the muscle, if you notice, he fatigues quite quickly.
You mean the muscle is like you burning more oxygen?
Exactly. Yeah. So I think it would be good for him to probably lose a bit of muscle, come down, and then, like you said, potentially get someone that could come in and help him defensively. Yeah. Because in that fight, within the first round, he had his hands dropped at his side. Yeah. You know what I mean? So.
And also, I mean, his last few fights, AJ's last few fights, he's been dropped. He's been dropped considerably, quite a few times. I mean, obviously it's got to be a worry. I mean, obviously that's got to be a worry against Klitschko. He got dropped. Against this guy, he got dropped 4 times. You know?
No, I know what you mean. You know what we've got to look at though? It's heavyweight boxing also. Yeah. So
I mean, Dillian rocked him. Dillian rocked him as well. So you know what I said? There are definitely chinks in AJ's armour.
100%.
And I can't believe that it's only took until now for them to realise, you know what, maybe something should be done. Why does it always take until something happens, something bad like a loss, until things get corrected?
But you know what, that's sometimes in life, you know, people kind of just skate the surface, and then when the ice cracks and they sink, then they go, oh, let me kind of address that now. And that's the situation, but I don't know if there's enough time for him to address it. I think what he needs to do, as you said, potentially get someone in, help him a little bit with his defence a little bit more, but I think he just wants to keep it simple in this fight, and just he's going to have to bore the hell out of these people, but get his belts back. And then after that, you slowly continue building on what you've done with the defensive coach and other flaws what you have. But I'm saying it's not going to be done in that short amount of space. That Andy Ruiz, like I said, he's not to be slept on. He was a stellar amateur, and he's got very, very fast hands. His combination punching is amazing. He's got a lot of work to do, AJ. Whenever that rematch is.
So I mean, so what happens if AJ loses? Where's he go from there?
Well, if he loses, he's in a very bad position.
So does he have to come back again and start from the beginning again, or does he just like retire?
Well, he's made a lot of money, so you know, I don't know.
But wait, look at legacy. The legacy.
Yeah, I think it would be silly for him to retire, man. Anyway, because he's still like their golden boy. You know what I mean? So I don't think it'd be wise. I think he needs to go back to the drawing board and just assess the situation and just kind of try and calm his way back. But look, it reminds me somewhat of that David Price situation with the Tony Thompson. You know, I know I've said it a few times, but that's what it kind of reminds me of.
And look what happened there.
Yeah, but I believe AJ's got a little bit more about him in that aspect that he seems mentally strong. He seems, you know, on the job. He seems that he wants to get his belt back. He seems quite calm and relaxed and chill.
But so the thing is, this guy who's like who's the world champion now,
Andy Ruiz.
Andy Ruiz. I mean, the guy. I mean, he's going to be full of confidence on that.
Listen.
He's going to be full of beans.
No, his attitude now is somewhat so different. He's quite chilled and humble. If you watch him now, he's saying, "Listen, man, I'm the champ. I'm the A side. This fight's going to be in Mexico and New York." But I'm not sure if that's the case because, you know, when you do these contracts, I'm sure they've stipulated in the contracts already with the rematch, the purses and what you're going to get. Maybe not so much the location, but you know, they would have had a lot of say. But you know what? It looks like they're putting their foot down a little bit more. And
but the thing about it is, I mean, he is the A side now, though. I mean, he should be able to dictate where.
No, but that's what Joshua and that's what they do in there. You know, because I think it was the same with my bro Dillian. I think in terms of they was going to get the lion's share even if he won, even in a rematch.
Yeah, I heard about that.
They was always going to get the lion's share again, and they were still dictating terms, and they wanted to be the A side. Yeah. So I mean, I hear that. So I don't know the situation. I only can speculate, as we all do. We've got an opinion and just cast that. But I don't know, man. Listen, it's going to be an intriguing fight, nevertheless. And this time, I think I'd definitely like to be there to see, you know, what the situation is and how he performs and what he does really. But I just hope he's just assessing the tapes and just working and being obsessed about being a two-time world champion and coming back and bringing the belts back to the UK.
How do you think it will go? I mean, if they Dillian Whyte and AJ, and I'm trying you to not be as biased as you're his brother. How do you think it go down now?
No, what I look at is this.
Yeah.
And I think when I was on Sky the other day, I did an interview when I was on Sky. I was on Sky a few weeks ago, and I said, if that was us, he would have lost even in devastating fashion, because I think I'm basing it on what I saw, and I'm basing it on who's the most improved fighter, heavyweight fighter that we have now. Yeah. So obviously, Dillian's the improved heavyweight that's around now. That's
of course, 100%.
Come back from his defeat. Learned and gone out there and built himself as a star in the UK and across the pond. So when I look at that, and then I look at how AJ performed, if Dillian was in there, like I said at the time, I think he would have hurt him really bad, because he punches with very, very bad intentions to the body and with that left hook to
So you reckon that'd be Dillian now with all those 4 belts?
100%.
So do you not reckon Dillian has any regrets not taking that fight?
Do you know?
I mean, even though it was a shit deal and they was getting the lion's share, but still take the deal and take the belts.
Potentially.
Do you think he has regrets?
He's not outwardly said that he's got any regrets. But me personally.
But sometimes as a challenger, you got to sometimes take a bit of a bum deal.
I know, but you know what it is, when you look at this is what we got to look at. This is a business person.
Yeah, of course.
He's a pay-per-view fighter, AJ. Dillian's a pay-per-view fighter. So the money you're offering is probably similar money what he's getting to fight all the likes of Chisora and these other normal guys. So why are you gonna? And you bring a lot of pay-per-view numbers. And AJ brings a lot. So how are you not giving me value for my buck?
Of course.
In terms of what I can fight the likes of Chisora and these guys and get that same money. And then you're offering me basically the same money, but then there you go again. You offer Miller a little bit more, but mind you, Miller was offered more money from the zone. But then that's down to Eddie Hearn now. Just said, well, let me try and get resources to get the money up for you.
Eddie Hearn manages both. He promotes both fighters.
Listen, I guess obviously the zone don't want to go. Remember, Dillian's not a DAZN fighter, so I guess they've got no reason to want to offer him any money or you know, up the offer. To make it beneficial. So it was one of those ones. But listen, I'm sure looking at it now thinking, well, oh shit, I could have potentially been world champion. But he hasn't told me that. So I can't go and say that. In me, myself, I'm thinking, you know, the right choice at the time was to turn it down because it wasn't enough. And now in hindsight, looking back, you say, well, could have been 4-time world champion. That's only natural you're going to think that. You know what I mean? But like I said, he hasn't outwardly said that.
Yeah, that's right. But anyway, listen. So anyway, I got my friend Prince Patel. He's fighting for IBO world title in Saudi Arabia. He's out there now, and yeah, man, I'm Team Patel, and I hope he brings home the title, the world title. IBO title's the world title. Prince Patel, man, and also the celebrity franchise champion. In case anyone forgotten, I got my fight 28th of September against another guy, Ransom Bantz. That's sure to be like, you know, we're gonna unify the belts.
Mad thing.
Yeah. So yeah, and also got my stand-up comedy show every Wednesday, Lighthouse Comedy Bar, and I got the showcase on August 25th. You come down? August 25th.
I should be
in Bethnal Green.
Okay. So what's over there?
I'm doing a stand-up. I'm doing a stand-up routine.
Okay.
I'm doing my debut stand-up.
Merci.
Yeah. So yeah. So anything you want to add?
My guy Shakan Peters is fighting for the English title the 27th of September. Check him out. Light heavyweight. What is he? 13-0, I believe, or 12-0.
Yeah.
Check him out. English title, first belt. And that's going to be a great show. It's going to be on BT Sports. Be there or be square. Boom.
Is that one of your fighters, yeah?
Yeah.
Wicked, man. Respect, man. Respect. So I think we're going to wrap that up, man. Listen, man, this is a Big Boys podcast. Hopefully it's going to be a regular thing. Dean, it's been a pleasure.
My guy.
Respects, man. The Big Boys Podcast with Big D and Heavy D. Boom! Yeah!